Well, Barbadians are being asked to support an anti-crime initiative taking place this weekend. It's being organized by the September 3rd Foundation in memory of the victims of the Campus Trends tragedy, which took place last year. 6 females lost their lives after a failed robbery that resulted in a fire that destroyed the clothing store on Tudor Street. To mark the first anniversary of the tragedy, the foundation is asking Barbadians who are concerned about the hike in crime and violence in the country to participate in a procession tomorrow. One of the organizers, Buddy Larrier, says it leaves Tudor Street at 5 in the evening.
I represent the Constituency Council. So violence and crime is happening throughout Barbados. So we would like all the Constituency Council to mobilize people to come. I represent RAF, friends and relatives working together for people who have been incarcerated to help them rebuild their lives or to stop young people from going into prison. So we're asking people who families are in prison, yes, to come, not only those who are caught up with the present situation. I also represent the organization which is human rights. So we're asking anyone who is concerned about human rights.
The procession ends at the Queen's Park Steel Shed with a show in memory of the women who died. Several artists, including John King, Richard Stout, Terencia Holder, Olivia Hall, the St. Leonard's Boys Choir, have agreed to take part. Mr. Larrier says the incident has also caught the attention of our Caribbean neighbors.
The fact that this incident has taken in someone from St. Vincent, someone who was born in Guyana, it's a Caribbean thing, because St. Vincent is very encouraged by what we are doing, and they're having an all-night vigil tonight in St. Vincent, and likewise they're asking their people to come together. We have the situation in Trinidad where you just have a state of emergency because of crime and violence. So we're saying, look, let Barbados was and should be a candle of
Several parents and children in St. Philip North have one less worry this year. That's because some 100 children recommended by their schools in that constituency will be given some much-needed assistance through a back-to-school grant program. This year, the number has more than doubled and the level of financial injection has been heightened. Some $8,000 was spent on the program, which is a joint effort between MP Michael Lashley and the Love Thy Neighbor group. The grant covers school supplies, including uniforms and other materials. Mr. Lashley, who's also housing minister, says the grant will make things a bit easier on the parents as they can visit one department store for all of their back-to-school needs. He's hoping to expand the program next year so that the needs of this country's children can be met to help them secure their future through education. Mr. Lashley also thanked Cape Shepherd Department Store for their cooperation in facilitating the smooth running of the program.
Excellence. Good evening, I'm Kent Jerson. This is the Business Report. The Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry believes government concessions granted to home owners for conservation and renewable energy should be extended to tenants as well. Vice President Lalu Vashwani made the point during the opening of the Home Expo at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center. He is also urging householders and businesses to access the concessions.
These examples illustrate how individuals and businesses can act to meet the challenges of life that we encounter. As such, sir, you will indeed be helping every last person, as is your ministry's stated goal.
In other news, we're hearing that the environment is right for Barbados to benefit from the securities exchange. That's the view of Dr. Trevor Carmichael, who was the featured speaker at the Barbados Stock Exchange's 25th anniversary lecture and cocktail reception held earlier this week at the Frank Collymore Hall.
My submission is that the cultural and institutional framework is welcoming for Barbados to benefit further from the internationalizing of the securities exchange, and it has been further enhanced by the professional connections which have been forged over a carefully guided development of the international business sector. Law firms, hedge fund management and investment counsel are some of the key actors who for long have successfully interacted within the Barbados International Service Providers arena.
A U.S. company is in Barbados trying to raise awareness about its products as part of efforts to increase its market share locally and throughout the Caribbean. It's Milwaukee Electric Tool Corporation, a manufacturer and marketer of heavy-duty portable electric power tools and accessories. Today, along with its local partner, CNI Hardware Limited, it held a workshop at the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic. The intention was to, among other things, introduce new products and technology to the Barbados market.
A couple of years ago, they decided to expand. We wanted to get more market share, find more opportunity within the islands, and so I'm now on a team of 4 in the Caribbean. There's Miguel, myself, and then 2 other guys. And so we really want to focus more than we ever have before because we know our competition is here. And you guys know Makita, you've known DeWalt. They're here, they're in Barbados, they're in other islands. And so we just wanted to really grab market share from them and get Milwaukee out there and spread the word. We've been with CNI for 8 years. It's been an awesome partnership, and we're just going to keep moving forward with that.
Now for a brief look at the stocks, here's a summary of today's trading on some of the region's exchanges.
A very good evening to all, and across our 166 square miles today we had mixed weather conditions. Sections of Christchurch, St. George and St. Michael saw some pretty heavy afternoon showers and even a few isolated thunderstorms while the rest was bathed in sunshine. Well, at the airport was one of those areas bathed in sunshine, got up to 31.5 degrees Celsius. The minimum temperature was a cool 23.7. At 6 o'clock, skies were fair at the airport. The temperature was on its way down, 28.9. The humidity stood at 72%, and the winds were coming out of the north-northeast at 6 kilometers per hour, an indication that something is happening in the region. And let's get to that, Barbados and the island chain. But quickly into the far eastern Atlantic, there's one tropical wave in the vicinity of 32 degrees west. There's an area of low pressure in the vicinity of 11 degrees north. And of course, we're going to be tracking that system of moderate intensity as it moves across the eastern Atlantic. And of course, in close proximity to the island chain, Hurricane Katia. And at 5 o'clock this evening, the center of this system was in the vicinity of 18.4 degrees west, 53.5 degrees north, sorry, 18.4 degrees north, 53.5 degrees west. The system is some 630 miles to the west of the northern, to the east of the northern leewards. It is presently moving to the northwest at 12 miles per hour and packing maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. You remember the system was downgraded to tropical storm status, but it has regained some strength. But there is still this upper level trough to the west of the system. Some shear is being experienced by the system, and we're not expecting any real significant strengthening of the system over the next 48 hours. It is, however, expected to pass to the north of the area sometime around Sunday into Monday. Now, indirectly is expected to affect the island chain at this time by advecting some moisture into the area, and the sea swells are on the increase, so that by Sunday we are expecting swells to peak somewhere around 2.5 meters, and as a result there is a warning in effect. So mostly the northern islands should be impacted by those swells, but for us the indirect effect would be the moisture being advected into the area, and with the winds being light, the strong heating, we could look for some afternoon showers, and that type of situation is going to be with us for the next couple of days. Now, in the western portion of the region, what was tropical depression number 13 has been upgraded to tropical storm Lee, and that is presently about 200 miles to the southwest of the coastline of Texas, and that is going to be generating a considerable amount of rainfall in that area. I'll be back after the break. Welcome back, and taking a look at our chart for tomorrow. This is where Hurricane Katia will be. As I indicated, the system is going to be advecting moisture into the area for the next couple of days. As a result, with the very light winds due to the very slack pressure gradient, those afternoon showers could very well develop in Barbados and indeed across the island chain. You're not seeing a lot of moisture in this general region, but because of the profile of the atmosphere, we're going to be looking at those localized showers developing across the area. As I indicated, the system will continue on its northwestward course, still under the southwesterly shear as a result of the trough to the west of the area, but we're not expecting the system to affect us directly. Let's take a look now at our 4-day prediction. We're going to be looking at Saturday through to Tuesday. Scattered showers tomorrow across some sections of Barbados. That same type of pattern, some sections bathed in sunshine, others getting showers and maybe even some thunderstorms. By Sunday into Monday, though, there's going to be a marginal drain out of the atmosphere. And of course, the possibility of those localized showers will be totally dependent on the moisture content of the atmosphere. And for sunrise is going to be at 13 minutes to 6 o'clock. Sunset will be at 8 minutes after 6. The tide situation, the first high tide 16 minutes to 8 tomorrow morning. The second is going to be at 19 minutes to 8 in the evening. The first low tide 25 minutes after 1 in the AM. The second is going to be at 9 minutes after 1 in the PM. Seas moderate in open water and expected to peak in the vicinity of 2.5 meters. So we're urging, there's going to be a warning in effect, small craft warning in effect. The winds northwesterly to westerly 10 to 25 kilometers per hour. Our predictions for Barbados for tonight and tomorrow, we're looking at fair to partly cloudy skies with a few brief showers. And come tomorrow, mostly sunny at first, some scattered shower activity and isolated thunderstorms expected during the afternoon and could very well impact different sections of the island. But of course, we're going to be narrowing that down tonight. Check out our early morning 6 o'clock forecast. You will know where those showers are going to be.